When I get fired but I come back as a client. Stop asking for cat girls, I'm trying to cure disease. Rich person's rocket ride, poor person's rocket ride. After hearing an opinion I didn't ask for. She was a breakfast for dinner girl, he was a double cheeseburger for breakfast boy. Your crush, her dad, her brother, her crush, you. Using my phone because I can't sleep because I'm using my phone. Paying $20,000 extra to retain a good employee. Paying $50,000 extra to get a new employee. Parents used to tell my brother and I that we had another brother who turned into a mushroom from not taking a bath, even added him to the family albums. We have sent Katy Perry to space. Humanity is so advanced now. What did he say? Something about being an idiot. When you first meet me. When you get to know me. My cousin in Jamaica tripping. When your wife is sharing about her work drama and suddenly you find yourself hating Becky whom you have never met before. It's really crazy how long the day is when you wake up early. I woke up at 6 AM and it's now 2:30 and I have literally run out of things to do. How it feels to be alive lately, existing. That will be $70, okay. The fastest things on earth, cheetah, airplane, speed of light, weekends or breaks. America using feet, Europe using meters, Canada using tinbits. Being in your 30s in the 90s, being in your 30s in 2025, being 30s in the 90s felt like you have completed everything, you were set now you just work till you retire. 30s today feels like you're still trying to figure shit out cause the world is a reffing mess. I effing love cute shit. I love looking at cute things and saying they are cute. I'm tired of being called weird because other people ruined liking cute things. Why did I do that? People who call instead of text, me. Grandpa, how did you survive the 2008 recession? Despite an extensive marketing campaign, McDonald's still fails to sway Irish consumers. Every NBA team got a player who looks exactly like this. People always say there's plenty of fish in the sea. Yeah, but I have got my eye fixed on that specific emotionally distant salmon who has commitment issues. When you're stretching in bed and you feel your calf start to tighten. Me, I wish I saw the red flags early on. Also me, get out beware. You ain't got no eggs, Lieutenant Dan. I'm going on a trip to Thailand. It'll be nice to experience the different food and culture. You're going for the food and culture, right? When you have to drive 45 minutes to get properly because Good D never has its own car. I have lived next to the same guy for 3 years. Thought his name was Steve. I call him Steve. His name is Steve in my phone. I have been to his apartment. We have had dinner. His name is Brian. His dog is Steve. Please do not place child in shopping cart. Me trying to sleep at night. That one awkward thing I said in 3rd grade. Babe, close your eyes. Okay. What do you see, babe? Do you see anything, babe? Hello. Doctor, do you exercise? Me, I'm a runner. I run from my problems, I run late and I run my mouth. No internet connection. Connected but no internet. People fighting over their political views. Me who's too stupid to talk about politics. When you're at the clinic with your girlfriend and your wife is there with her boyfriend. Me at the end of every day trying to copium myself. The day you plant the seed is not the day you eat the fruit. This is the spot where I met some of the funniest people in my life. Yeah, X is cool, but have you ever spent an hour looking for a song that you only remember one lyric from and then finally finding it? Me when my headphones run out of battery on the bus. Texas Tech campus had multiple green fires due to a gas leak. What the F them turtles doing down there? How IT guys look at people who accept all cookies when browsing and set up updates to automatic. How you and your friend look at each other when someone is lying. Example of future housing plans under communism. This is literally the current housing plan under capitalism. Isaac Newton. The greater the mass, the greater the force of attraction. The woman he was flirting with. Waterproof socks. How do you wash them? Waterproof water. Your salary won't be very good starting out. Is that okay? My performance won't be very good until it is. That okay? My girlfriend getting mad at me over a topic we both agree on because I have terrible communication skills. I worded my thoughts so poorly she thinks I'm arguing with her. Teen Titans go after running out of fart jokes, so they explain the hard ass to 5-year-olds. Anyone else say their surname and spell it straight after because no one knows how to spell it. Babe, show me what you can do with your hands. Gala apples, Honeycrisp apples. Red delicious apples. Never be sad on a weekend. Cry during business hours and get paid for your depression. Don't let capitalism win. How lazy are you? Me. Me in my room enjoying music on full volume. My mom who called my name 5 times. Me lying in bed, slightly flexes calf muscle for no reason. Calf muscle cramp kicks in. How it feels when your shoe comes untied in public. Me whenever a nature documentary is playing about 2 species that are fighting each other to extinction. Me on my way to ask what's wrong with her. We need to have a talk when you get home. Put one in water. What the hell is this? It's a rhinoceros. How it felt reading Diary of a Wimpy Kid in your room after your mom took all your electronics. Friend, what was that noise? Me, my shirt fell. Friend, it sounded louder than that. Me, I was in it. Everybody has to take the same test. Please climb that tree. What bro sends after he failed an exam? Fish diagram. Fish. Millennials be like. Terrible service. 5 stars and 20% tip so the idiot can pay their bills. Me trying to avoid eye contact with the crowd at the gas station. The longer I live, the more convinced I am that this planet is used by other planets as a lunatic asylum. 9 AM. 10:47 AM. When caps lock is on and you hold shift on the first letter. Me recovering from a social event that I only went to for 1 hour. I'm going to be a billionaire before 30. Life, debt, toxic work culture, toxic everything. Millennials, walking around like they rent the place. I acted like I hadn't been fed and got a second breakfast. Here I'm with Christian Bale when they filmed The Dark Knight Rises. Christian Bale with American Psycho. When your mom asks you to order something for the guests and you order them an Uber. Me when I go into my notes app to search for my password but accidentally open the most gut-wrenching and cringe and emotionally charged paragraph I wrote a week ago. When I'm talking to a girl I like and I reflect on what I just said and realize I might be coming off as a nice guy. What are you doing too? OF. I'm hot. The shrimp industry adds eyelashes to females to make them effable. The industry calls it crustaeification. Yay, this millennial got hit by a city bus and can finally pay off her student loans. It's really hard watching other people live out your dreams. Me or the PS5. Choose her slogans, buy one PS5 for every homie. Your tactics confuse and frighten me, sir. I love Fight Club. Me too. Logan Paul and KSI sent truckloads of Prime to people severely hit by Hurricane Helene in North Carolina. Imagine surviving a hurricane and then being forced to drink Prime. God creating single mothers, making sure to make them enough to not use balloon and too religious to abort. When the music isn't musicking because you have musicked your music too much. When you look like your father but you're a diva. Me, the girl I pulled by looking like a penguin. You're such a dumb animal. You pay 30% of your income to stay out of prison. Red onions are clearly effing purple. Jurassic Park movie. Jurassic Park book. Starting your day with an early morning run is a great way to make sure your day can't get any worse than it started. Getting hit in balls the most. No, giving birth hurts the most. Amateurs. What was that, punk? Kidney stones. Amateurs. Monster Energy target audience. Actual audience. You thought you could chill me but you forgot one thing. I'm from Pennsylvania. iPhone X can lock my D. Wow, technology really has come a long way. When you claim to be an elite but have zero knowledge about history, welcome to the Adeptus Retardus. Girls. 7 AM. 12 PM. 7 PM. Boys. 2023, 2024, 2025. In the mood to disappear into the woods and become local folklore. Check for signs of use of AI in your students' essays. Neurodivergent or advanced students' essays get flagged falsely. Before, after. How do I list this on eBay? This is a type of customer service you want. Don't touch yourself. Ask the staff. Thank you. Family. Are you dating anybody? Me. Square root of -1. I worked 80 hours this week. I'm on my grind. The worker has fallen in love with the system that exploits them. Turkish protests got the whole multiverse on their side. Those two astronauts who were stuck for 8 months watching Katy Perry kiss the ground after being in space for 10 minutes. My 6-year-old son is in a wheelchair, so I made him a tank for Halloween this year. What branch? Special Force. Jesus dude. When the teacher says your project can be about whatever you want, how much sawdust can you put in a Rice Krispie treat before people notice? Obsessed with animals that don't immediately understand something and just tilt their head about it. Does it make any more sense at a 45-degree angle, bud? Rare deep wisdom can only be had through suffering. Maybe I'm Socrates. Hey, how are you? This already seems sketchy. I do not think I know you, but I would like to be your friend on Facebook, if you do not mind. Mohammed, I'm tired bro. It's late. Let's not do this. Me watching the squirrel outside my window blink my full legal name in Morse code. Haven't you all realized that the Master Ball is just a Pokeball with Wario's thong stretched over it? What's the worst career advice you have ever received? An internship at the White House will be amazing on your resume. Another day of heading to work because I was too shy to dance on TikTok in 2020. Shout out to people who text you and apparently throw their phone into a river as soon as they hit send. When you're writing an exam and you have picked B 4 times in a row and the next answer still looks like B. Girls on Insta trying to show their A and face in the same picture. I suffered, so why should others? So why shouldn't others? Thursday motivation I sent to my friends. Hashtag let's get the worm. What? Early Birchie, you wouldn't get it. Music artists spending years to come up with meaningful lyrics. Around the world 144 times. Your order has been shipped. Me. Girlfriend enters bathroom while I'm in the middle of trying new mustache styles before shaving it off. Me. Grocery stores be like $19.95. When the leggings are so tight that you can see each cheek separately. Me as an edgy teenager, thinking cap, this effing looks actually Minecraft, literally coolest thing ever. Me nowadays seeing my own kid playing Minecraft. My ability to remember song lyrics from the 80s far exceeds my ability to remember why I walked into the kitchen. Jeff Bezos sends an all-woman crew to space in a giant vein. Second day at Amazon, I'll tweet again if I live. We really have no idea what Seth is like, so why we scared of it? Nobody knows how that she feel. What the F they making you do at Amazon, man? Dear user, you have used 75% of your unlimited data plan. Me, how do I use 75% of what's unlimited? Fun with her electricity. Playset. Never ask a woman her age, a man his salary. Apple, why they increased air shipments from India since March. There's literally no way a horse drew this carriage. You versus the girl he told you not to worry about. I took a pic of my son getting an award with his teacher. Why does every person at the grocery store feel like my enemy? I would cry too. So depressed, so depressed. That feeling when you finish a really good book or TV show. iPhone user, I feel bad for you. Android user, I don't think about you at all. When your partner gets home from work and asks you what you did today. Ask my husband how everything was going, he sends me this. Serial chillers when they realize they can't chill ex-workers no more due to OnlyFans. I don't need a basket, me 6 minutes later. Interviewer, so tell us Kyle, why do you want the job? Kyle, money. Interviewer, so what do you know about the company? Kyle, money. Interviewer, you're really switched on, aren't you? Kyle, I'm really right now. Interviewer, classic Kyle, you're going to fit right in here. Don't let me down. Canadians talking about other people. Canadians talking about Indians. Jeff Bezos can't become a trillionaire if he gets eaten by a whale. What if he gets eaten by a llama? I'm sorry, that's not my area of expertise. I went to the doctor yesterday because was attacked by geese. Is on my medical record. First question every time from both nurse and doctor, is any more trouble with geese? Who cares if I luck at math? You'll see. Years later, IRS, your math lucked. That's cause he is cute, much like someone else I know. You're friends with Kirby, bruh. How she looks at you when she wants the carrot. You wake up from a short nap. It's earlier than when you fell asleep. God had to nerf me with bad traits so there would be some competition. Me staring at the menu knowing I'm gonna get the same thing I always do. Home workout guy, I feel bad for you. Gym bro, I don't think about you at all. Me who doesn't want to drink. Do you want a beer? Come on, just one. One beer is nothing. How I imagined 2025 as a kid. How it turned out. The earth is round. Source. Just made my final car payment. I still owe a lot, just not gonna pay anymore. I lost my job, my wife, my money, my house, my friends. I'm so depressed. Go to gym. My mom said she likes Rami Malek because he reminds her of our dog and I cannot unsee this. Update. Grandparents being super nice to me, them beating my parents when they were kids. Urine having a built-in color spectrum to let you know your current hydration level is not only subtle but some real intuitive game design. This shirt is sending mixed messages. Never do your best, quit. Me explaining my way of thinking to normal people. Guys, I'm starting to forget the names of the Pokemon. How I feel telling people 4chan is gone. Your future doctor is using ChatGPT to pass med school, so you better start eating healthy. Institute of Plumbing Technology, you're a disgrace, Billy, you really are. Where the F is this thing taking me? EBDB. They say 90% of people find love here. You must be the 10%. Hi friend, how can I get the type of rug you use when taking pictures with your products? What do you mean? I mean the rug you put your products on before taking photos. You mean this? What the F? A second of your college roommates is getting married. Jesus scares. Jesus cares. Boo. LMAO. Jesus, you scared the shit out of me. Me and my grandma when we used to chill together. Why is someone grabbing that kitten with tongs? Salad. Invented fire, split the atom, trained a trillion parameter language model, used it to generate cat girl with particle cannon and jiggle physics in 8K. Been selling spells on Etsy lately, $50 a pop, and I just send the customer a photo of a burnt candle. Thank you mentally ill women. To all the lamers or haters out there, I only offer she spells like for making people break up, lose job or money, get sick, etc. So all my customers deserve to get scammed. I'm a money mancer and my only real spell is summon dollar. Of course I want it spicy food is the best. Me 30 seconds later. Me working while being sick because I used all my sick leaves to chill. What's considered trashy if you're poor but classy if you're rich? Day drinking, speaking 2 languages, hard pills, tax avoidance. How do I get a girl or boyfriend? Couples, single people. Made him a pillow fort because he's scared of lightning. In 1998 I ran over a woman while drunk driving and never went to prison. Men after they cleared a forest cultivated a field of wheat and fought a battle together. What's your name? Buy the dip, they said. I bought the dip. I bought the dip. I bought the dip. I bought the dip. My first midlife crisis. People who step up 2 stairs at a time are both active and lazy. Hot girls love pro wrestling. Are you in Mississippi because you're the only miss who's Mississippi? Oh no, I'm late for class. Wait, I graduated 3 years ago. Boss, where the F are you? OMG, be careful, there's a wasp by you. Me. Interviewer, the job requires pill testing. Is that okay? Guy, I'll literally test any pill. Interviewer, whisper, Effie's good. My son on Y Calib is his best friend at kindergarten. He doesn't really speak English, so we can skip all the talking and just get right to the karate. Any questions so far? What cup size are you? G cup. Cyclists when you suggest they ride in the bike lane instead of the middle of the road. Me looking for a snack so I don't sleep on an empty stomach. Girlfriend said she wanted to come over and get dirty, not what I had in mind. Saw a guy hold his baby up to a painting like this today. We should stop taking pictures of people in public and resort back to drawing from memory. Mood. Stress but still ha 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 in public. Fighting a war with weapons. Fighting a war with memes. My Jewish friend calls me a Mexican and illegal alien for a trillionth time. I'm Asian. Me resisting the urge to ask him if he learned biting from Germans. Me if I was a lamp. When a group of gay people ask me for directions and I tell them to go straight. Idea, memories, but instead of Snapchat it's Spotify. On this day 2 years ago you listened to I Fall Apart by Post Malone 24 times. We hope you're doing better. When I was 4 my dad got pulled over and I screamed I have to poop and the cop let my dad go. When he took me to the bathroom my dad couldn't stop laughing after I told him I didn't have to poop, just didn't want him to get a ticket. Sure hope my kids return the favor. For a decade everyone had a home printer, now no one has a home printer. What were we printing? NASA's first 6 women astronauts. How my husband looks at me after I spent $20 million on a reffing Cheeto shaped like the Nike's logo. It was for a mansion for 6 kids. I'm the dumbest man alive. I blame all my problems on the internet. You're clearly dumber. Me accidentally swears at the dinner table. Mom, dad, grandpa. How do men get through she without crying? Bottle everything up until we lie of stress-induced heart failure in our 40s like real men. Dear when they hear a branch snap. Dear when you're driving 60 miles per hour towards them. My response to anything work related when Friday hits. Sounds like a Monday problem. Luxembourgers abroad when the public transport costs more than €0. Really not stonks.
Fair change. spare change, ma'am?